Now an accidental shooting of a 7-year-old boy by his own brother, leaving a mid-state family in shock. Crossville police say both little boys and 2 other children were left alone in a vehicle unattended while their parents went into a store to pay a bill. Officials say the brother found a loaded semi-automatic pistol in the mother's purse and shot the 7-year-old in the head while trying to remove the magazine. Police are calling this shooting a tragic accident.
But there's always a danger of leaving a child in the car because they can pull it into neutral or anything else. Things just happen.
The little boy was flown to Knoxville where he died last night. Police say the family is from Sparta in White County. The DA's office and the Department of Children's Services are now involved in the investigation. New details surrounding the death of a missing 2-year-old in West Tennessee. Preliminary autopsy results show Noah Chamberland died from hypothermia. We're told there were no signs of foul play. Noah had been missing for a week when his body was found near his home last Thursday. The toddler was walking in the woods near Pinson with his sister and grandmother when he wandered off. Noah will be laid to rest tomorrow afternoon in Jackson. His family requests any donations be made to the Noah Chamberlain Memorial Fund, part of West Tennessee Health Care. Officers in Murfreesboro say they have made one of the largest heroin busts in state history. Authorities telling us this morning several people have been arrested. The bust comes as law enforcement reports a dramatic spike in heroin use in Tennessee. We'll be at a news conference this afternoon as Murfreesboro officers plan to release more information. We'll have the very latest right here on News Channel 5 at 4. With less than a week to go until the Iowa caucuses, the candidates are kicking the mud, slinging it into high gear. Edward Lawrence shows us the push to win over last-minute supporters.
With just 6 days to go until the first votes are cast in Iowa, presidential candidates can see the finish line.
We're in the final sprint.
You know, this is now crunch time, right?
The latest poll out this morning shows Donald Trump has now regained a lead in Iowa. But Ted Cruz is within the margin of error, so Trump isn't pulling any punches, including his favorite jab, pointing out Cruz's birthplace.
The Canadian, the man from Canada. He could run right now for Prime Minister of Canada. He'd have no problem.
Cruz is hitting back with a series of TV ads, including this one, aimed at Iowa's evangelical voters.
I am pro-choice in every respect.
And Cruz says there's a reason the establishment is lining up behind the businessman.
Trump will cut a deal. Trump will expand government spending, expand the debt, continue the cronyism.
The Democratic side is just as tight, with Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton in a dead heat. But Sanders has been gaining on Clinton in Iowa.
I think we are touching a nerve with the American people who understand that establishment politics is just not good enough.
Clinton tried to reassure one young voter that Republican attacks against her are because she's the real change candidate.
I've been on the front lines of change and progress since I was your age.
Clinton trails Sanders for young voters, but historically, that's a group that doesn't show up to caucus. Edward Lawrence for CBS News, Washington.
The popular Nashville Originals Restaurant Week only happens twice a year, and Mother Nature handed it a big blow. At the Yellow Porch in Berry Hill, owners had to close Friday due to the snowstorm, and there were cancellations for tons of reservations for days all around town. The restaurant has joined several others in the Nashville Originals group and extended their special Restaurant Week menus through January 31st. Restaurant Week is held twice a year and always brings a boost to the bottom line of local eateries. Managers and staff who work hard to prepare hope people will come out this week and take advantage of the delicious offerings.
People love it just because they do have the opportunity to come in and try some different things, and you know, and they don't necessarily have to go out and spend as much as they would on a normal night.
Right now, 28 restaurants have opted to extend their Restaurant Week deals with special pricing on food and drink pairings. To check out which ones are participating and to see their menus, you can log on to newschannel5.com.